and you're helping those that, especially when you hear that the arts is being taken out of schools. I mean, there's a lot of tough choices when it comes to budgets, but still the arts can sometimes transform a person's life.
I think it definitely can. I mean, whether and I always tell my students, taking acting workshops, doing acting workshops, taking classes, doesn't necessarily mean that we want you to be an actor. I mean, we have an abundance of actors. We don't need another actors really, but if that's what your heart is, then you go for it.
Right.
But really, it's part of the personal development, self-awareness, self-discovery. It's just all of the things that really enhance your personality and what really helps, especially a teenager who's going through the years are difficult as it is. So you add in that element and boom.
I have to, you bring up an important point, because I had a friend which contacted me from high school, which we were in drama class together, and she was a very, very shy individual, which it was kind of, why are you in acting class? But, I remember we would always rally around her and help her out. And now she says, now I'm in real estate, I'm doing major things with, conversing and being more confident with people. And she's not an actress, but, she was able to get out of that shy mode and get to do other things. So
I think what we need some... I don't want to sound too political, but maybe it does. But maybe we need someone in power, one of those decision makers who may have gone through that process, who maybe opened up that way through the arts, whether it be dance, music, painting. We just need, we need one of those real decision makers to go in there and say, hey, you know what, we have to do cuts, and I understand that money has to come somewhere, but I don't know, maybe just wherever they make the money, why don't they just make more of it? How's that?
How is that?
Why not?
What do you think? You voice in on what you think on that. Now, we wanted to talk about telesofa.org. You're helping that project out. For those that don't know, telesofa.org is?
Telesofa are the initials for the East LA Society of Film and Arts. And we're under the umbrella of Bienvenidos. We're based out of East LA, and basically I came on board in 2008. It's an organization that's been around. Juan Escobedo founded it, and he brought me on board. And what it is basically just it's all about empowering the youth, showing them the arts and having them show them the arts and show them how to use it as a vehicle for self-expression, empowerment, for self-discovery, self-awareness, the whole 9 yards. And like I said, we're not trying to spit out a bunch of actors, but we're just taking the youth that we do have, and we really love to focus on the youth that are going through something.
Right.
Trust me, when they're doing bad in school, nobody's dumb. They didn't just there's something going on back there, and a lot of times, especially in the Latino community, especially with men like us, is we're taught not to cry. We're taught to hold it in. We're worried about paying the rent. I don't want to hear what you got to say. And so here in some of our workshops, in some of our filmmaking classes, anything that we have, it gives them a little chance, a little outlet to, it's for me, it's not rocket science. It's just, it's just something that I started helping them out since '08, and I'm very proud of that.
I like what you brought up, because that's actually an important point, and we just came back from a conference, a Latino Educational Advocacy Day, and one of the topics was on the troubled youth that have problems, and they were saying, well, what's the outlet for it? But that is so true, how acting can be an outlet for those individuals, because they can't let out their emotions typically, but on stage it's okay to let your emotions out.
Yeah, it's either let it out with destructive behavior,
right,
or let it out with positive behavior. And so we're just trying to give them a direction, so that they can just get it out and express themselves and try to come up with some solutions. When you're relaxed, things can run smoothly. When you're tense and angry and they run a little bit rougher. I mean, you can still find a solution, but you find a solution like this as opposed to just okay, let's think about this. Let's relax.
Now, individuals are going to be able to partake in this this weekend, which is
what we're doing. We're doing our second annual International and Youth Film Festival, and it's going to be at the Paramount. Yeah, please, I want to invite you to support arts education.
Mm-hmm.
It's at the Paramount Studios, the Paramount Theater, huge, beautiful theater, 500 seats. Come on down. If you're in New York, watching this in New York, you can get a ticket tomorrow and fly in and come on down.
Wow.
I'm serious.
Not on our dime, but
Why not? No.
well, because I can't do it.
We'll get that machine to make that.
Yeah, why not?
We'll send it to you. But yeah, no, it's our second annual, and it's we're putting it together. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. I've really learned how to multitask. It's almost like multitasking on steroids.
Well, I have to say this because you would think that they would bring you on mainly as, which they usually do for most nonprofits, as the face and the person that comes and does the red carpet interviews or the
It started that way.
But Jose is I mean, you're working the behind the scenes, getting sponsors. I mean, reaching out.
No one's there to do it. It's us. It's and I'm like, it's a small group, maybe 3 of us, sometimes 2. It jumps at 4 sometimes, but why not? Why not? It's got to get done. All right. And so it's funny how it started. Yeah, listen, I'll come out and I'll talk about this organization. I was really moved by its mission. But then I thought, you know what? You need help. This has got to get done. All right. Who's gonna pick that up? Okay, I got it. Okay, that light adjusted. Nobody's around. I got it. So that's
a great mentality, though. I mean, I think who was it? Mel Gibson was saying that's how it used to be. Like in Australia, it doesn't matter if you're the talent or the gaff, the crew man. You're doing everybody's job.
It's about teamwork. It's
right.
definitely about teamwork, and this is what this country needs to get down with. It's about teamwork. When I teach, when I go, sometimes I'll go to some schools and I'll do a lecture, and they ask me, how do you we're going to do a film, we'll do a student film, and I say, rule number 1, teamwork. Just remember that we're all in the same boat. Whether it be the guy holding the mic or the other person with the sound and the person cleaning up and the wardrobe guy and the hair, actors,
or the caterers, feeding everybody.
Worship your caterers. No, the caterers are
no,
cool.
I know. Yeah.
No. But stay away from the candy. You don't want your tooth to impact while you're like in the middle of shooting a scene.
That's true.
That's what happened to me when I shot the X-Files.
No.
I was first day and I was hitting the M&Ms and my tooth impacted and it started to swell up. So we had to shoot the scene real quick, and then they gave me 3 days off and I went to emergency. They pulled my tooth out, and then I went back, and it was back here though. And then we finished shooting out in Vancouver.
See, I think people would expect you to say a stunt took you out 3 days, but no, it was M&Ms.
It was M&Ms. It's funny how this conversation. Wait, it just went this way.
Yeah, we went far right.
Yeah, no, but yeah, that's basically what I like to teach is teamwork, because we all work together, man. That's what it's all about. It's about working together, and if we all work together it's the same purpose. You're going to look good on the film. Everyone's going to look good. Everyone's going to be proud of see this product and be proud of it. This is coming back down to I call them my kids. It's all about them, and right now this is where I am in my life. I still remember how the arts saved my life and how it helped me to blossom and stuff.
Right.
And so right now I'm at a stage where I'm comfortable. I'm working. I'm still doing my acting, and I love when I'm working on a set. And I know that some of my teens, some of my students are going to watch this. And like just today, I was in Frida Kahlo High School, and this is why I'm like so exhausted, because when you talk to, I don't know if any of you guys talk to high school students, wow, it's you get the most interesting questions.
Right. You never know what to expect.
Yeah,
you're almost glad it's not on camera.
They'll ask a question, and I'm like, they were asking what some of the girls were asking. Because we did a group of girls and guys, and then they showed demo, and then they asked about the arts. How is that shot? What is that done? Who's that? So with the girls, they were like, do you get paid extra to kiss a girl, or do you have to pay them extra?
It depends.
I was like, well, I had a scar in one thing. It's like, was that a real scar, or did it was like, the makeup, did it hurt? And some cool questions and some that are really funny.
Yeah.
And then when the guys,
but they're sincere.
No, and they're from the heart. And so the girls went out and they were like, hey, and they were more quiet. When the guys came in, they had a lot more energy, and most of the questions were, do I know Jessica Alba?
Right.
Do you know Jessica Alba? Do you know, what was that, Tyra?
Right.
And do I know Beyonce?
Right.
And do I have her number? can I give them her number?
Wow, those guys. Tell me, I'm not going to that school to talk
true, yes.
about actors.
But you know what? I love them, and I loved all the questions, and they're all curious, and they all asked a lot of questions besides that. But that was it was funny questions. But you know, I really, I just loved seeing the curiosity and how they're just sponges waiting to absorb any kind of information, and so I'm always there for that.